stage, SHERI, BERGER. Hey, thanks for being here. Have you guys had a great event? Oh my gosh, the amazing speakers. Is April still here? She got on the plane and everything and didn't have her cell phone. Hey, I just told an April, I don't know where my cell phone is. My birthday was last Saturday. I had people over, and there was a couple times that we had to play Find Sherry Berger's cell phone. I told them it was like duck, duck, goose, a fun thing. Okay, today we're going to talk about that we need our MVP. I would like to start real quick with a story. So, in 2018, 3 days before my son's wedding in Baltimore, Maryland, when I went up there to help with my oldest son, my first child, getting married, my whole colon shut down. And I almost died. And I should have been on a bag, and I wasn't doing well at all. And by God's grace, I'm not on a bag, I'm still alive, and it's amazing. And guess what, guys? I'm going through another storm. Another storm. Not to mention that we went through 2020 too, right? That's when I won a bunch of awards because I hated all these small businesses being shut down. But that's a whole nother story. But what I realized was 8 days after surgery and still being alive, my friend Gerald Harris was still here. And my book actually is dedicated to him. And he's my second dad. He was like, Sherry, you cannot go all over the community like I did between Missouri, Kansas, everywhere. Nobody wanted to use Zoom back then, right? Because it's 2018. He said, there's a lot of technology. Because 8 days after surgery, when they finally let me fly, because the surgeon had to let me leave, I got stuck there at this new in-laws house. But it's a whole story. But that's more importantly, I realized how important, because 8 days later, I went back to work. You know why? Because I have a mission and a vision and a purpose. But how many in this room have a mission, a vision, and a purpose for their business? How many have it for their life? That's what we're going to talk about today. Let's see if I can figure it out. Yeah, we need a mission, a vision, and a purpose. And we need to take action. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I realized how important, because God wasn't done with me, right? And I had a mission, vision, and purpose. And even with my storm that I'm going through now, which some people know, some don't, and that doesn't matter. God still has a mission, vision, and purpose for me. But he has one for you as well. I don't know why they give me a mic. I'm very loud. You need an MVP and goals to support it. So you know how important your mission, vision, and purpose is? That's where entrepreneurs and business people will sometimes mess up. Because they don't have a mission, vision, and purpose. Not just for their business, but for their life. And you know what's more important? Which MVP do you think is more important? Your one for your life. Your life comes first before your business. And sometimes we don't get those aligned. So we need to align our personal mission, vision, and purpose for our life needs to align with our business. And your life comes before your business. When I thought I almost might die, by the way, I made my husband turn white. I never seen him white before. When they were telling me, and they had me on morphine by the time they're telling me how scary. I guess when the colon shuts down for 12 hours, that's a bad thing. So I guess that was really scary, but they had me on morphine. But anyway, business is a tool for your life goals. And knowing your why in your business and your life is so important. So we need to define our purpose. What is the core purpose in your life and your business? What is your big why? See, mine is to make a difference in other people's life. But I work with business women to help them create the life and business that they love, right? See how they're aligned? And to make a difference is important every day in my life. And if anybody knows me, that's just who I am. So your why needs to be, and then your purpose statement is the foundation. And you know your purpose feeds your vision and accomplishes your mission. And who in this room have your vision, purpose, and mission written down? For your business? I hope so. But how about for your life? See? Your life comes before your business. I know, we're at an ACA business club. That's great. That's great. Your business is important, but is it aligned with your life? Because life is too short. I told you I almost died. What the heck? And then we talk about two perspectives of your purpose. I'm in business to influence people. I help them remember their dreams, overcome obstacles, and use their potentials. My purpose is change the world, one person at a time. But being, right, would be my life of purpose is a life of courage, creativity, expression, awareness, and abundant possibilities. I do this through genuine love and service. You see the little difference in that, but is it a doing or a being? Your perspective, right? Crafting a purpose is so important. Do you know your purpose is born from a passion? I think April was talking about, I keep calling her out, but she's phenomenal. There were so many phenomenal speakers though. I loved Amy's mindset and all these other great speakers. But what I'm saying is, you can be in any kind of business, like she was saying, and have different streams of income and all that, and that's important. As a business consultant, I would tell you that, and a coach. But we always have our why behind that though. Why are we doing lots of stream of income? Do you know that we've been through some hard times? During the pandemic, they were shutting us all down. I don't know about you, I cried for 2 weeks. And then God's like, you have a whole toolbox, go use it. So I did. And then I won Kansas City Business Women Advocate of the Year. I didn't even know that award existed. Then I won a couple other awards, and then I finally finished writing my book, because you know, we need to do that too. But everybody's like, what are you doing, Sherry? And I'm like, I'm just doing the next right thing, because I had a purpose. My purpose was, why is Walmart and Sam's Club and Costco and all these other people open up and you're shutting down my small businesses? Are you serious? And they're not just businesses to me. They're they're clients, but they become my friends and they have families to feed. That's why I was crying, and I'm a heart person. And so I went out and tried to help as many businesses as I could. But you know, you can only help those that can want to help themselves. I know we talked about that today too, or this weekend. It might have been yesterday. There were so many good speakers, right? Just be sure that you display your purpose, vision, and mission statement for your life and your business. Because when things get hard, have you guys ever been on a roller coaster as an entrepreneur and a business person? When things get hard, that's your reason for getting up. And for the last 4.5 months, I've been going through a storm. But guess what? Every day I'm out of bed because I have people that depend on me, and I have a mission and a purpose and a vision and what I have to accomplish. Because it's not about me. It's about the people that need the support and help and whatever else, like Duke was just talking about. So the power of your purpose gets you through those difficult times. So make sure that you go home and do that. I'm giving you homework. I know, a coach that gives you homework. No, but make sure you go home and do that and put it in your office for when it gets hard. My purpose is to help you create the life and business you love. Now, my purpose is a little bit stronger than that, because I was working with my marketing guy, and he goes, your purpose is actually to help business women, and not that I don't work with men, right? But business women create the life and business you love. Because my purpose was born out of frustration. I felt when families were being torn apart by women being forced to choose between their home life and their business, their dreams, causing financial and time and available stress. Because us women, we try to do it all. We can't do it all. And everybody was laughing about the balance, and that's right, we can't have balance. But without a plan, you plan to fail. So my whole book that I wrote is about work-life balance. Well, life and business balance, right? And right now I'm talking about chapter 3 of having your purpose, vision, and mission. And by the way, I got told a week ago that they wanted me to speak today. So I'm going off the cuff. I was supposed to be on the speaker panel, but I'm here. So you need to create a complying vision. Really think vision as an external tool. It's inspiring and awe-inspiring. It's very important. I don't need to read the slides to you. You know how to read it. Your business vision, the role of your vision statement, characteristics of a good vision statement, and your why statement. Remember, we talked about having your purpose. And no, I'm not doing it in an MVP order because we need our purpose first, our why. And our vision is showing us our direction of where we're going. Right? What do you envision for tomorrow? Make sure you have that written out, but not just for your life. Your business, but for your life. I did not envision being in a hospital bed 3 days before my son's wedding. And I argued with the doctors, because I am SHERI BERGER, that I will be at my son's wedding. And then when I realized they were going to let me out, you know what they told me? I had to keep food down, and then I had to be able to poop. Okay, I don't have control over either one of those. When I told my 19-year-old daughter at the time that, she's like, okay, Mom, just get on that. And I was like, okay. But I was like, no, I'm going to get out. And when I realized they were going to let me make it to the wedding, I go, no, I'm giving the toast at the rehearsal dinner, and I need to be there. So I barely got out of there. Luckily, I practiced my notes. My husband left my computer and notes at the Airbnb that we were staying at. Anyway, I got them both. I did my presentation. I made people cry. That was great, but I was on oxycodone, so whatever. And I had 2 nurses with me because my daughter-in-law was studying to be a nurse and my sister-in-law is a nurse, so I had both of them telling me what I could eat and not eat. But I made it. And when I showed up, my little 19-year-old daughter, she's the oldest girl, she's like, why are you here, Mom? You can be here tomorrow, but you need to be rested. And I'm like, no, I'm here. I barely made it in time. And I gave the toast, and then I was back home in bed, or back to the Airbnb at 9 o'clock in bed, because I stayed there 5 to 9. I can do that. But I had my why statement of that, right? But here's my business vision statement, just for an example. Here to their consulting is to help build women by empowering them to build more confidence by increasing their life and work balance. Remember I said we try to do it all, and we want to have it all. We can't do it all. But what if we outsource some things? What if we can do it all, but we don't need to do it all. That's what I'm saying. Defining your mission statement. Mission role is achieving the vision, reflecting your values and commitment. So your mission statement is the roles that achieve your vision. So here, I'm sure you guys have mission statements. An example would be Disney has to make people happy. Google to provide access to the world's information in one click. And here to their consulting, have you ever heard of that company? It's pretty phenomenal. It empowers women to be successful in their life and business. So creating a personal vision statement, the importance of the personal vision statement is because, like April said, if you're doing all these things and you're making money and you're bringing that all in, which is great, so that you can be financially independent, but what is your personal vision? What do you want to do with all that extra money? Do you want to help more people? Do you want to, give back to different communities? Trust your gut. People tell you can't do that. What are you thinking? Especially when you run your own business and you're an entrepreneur. How many times do you get told, what are you doing? Who here ever gets told, what are you doing? Go get a real job. Right? You'll be like, what are you doing? I'm living out my purpose and my vision and my mission. That's what I'm doing. So elements of personal mission, personal vision, Personal mission is really important. Oops, I go too far. My personal mission statement. My mission is to make a difference in the lives of others by sharing my life experiences and knowledge. Now, I'm not going to go into this story, but till I was 20, everybody else told me what to do. I was pretty much abused till I was 20. Oh, well, wait, I was. And I didn't have choices. But when I was 20, I got to choose a different life. And I had one person that believed in me. His name's Gerald Harris. I lost him during the pandemic, not from the pandemic, but it was a weird funeral, right? A hard way to lose. He's my second dad. He was the first person unconditionally believed in me. And that's why I do what I do today. Because if you're the one person that believes in somebody else, what kind of snowball effect can that have? When everybody told me I couldn't, he would say, do you want to or you don't? And I'd be like, oh, no, Gerald, you're not hearing what everybody says about me. Right? We talked about mindset, growth mindset. But when you get told as a child, and then my ex-husband, I have an ex-husband who's an abusive alcoholic. He just played right into that. He had all that power. Believe it or not, when I left my ex-husband, I didn't have a GED, I didn't have any money, I didn't have a driver's license, none of that. So I went on because Gerald kept believing in me. I went and got my GED. Somebody asked me, which high school you graduate? By the way, what's wrong with me is I grew up in Alaska, raised by 2 East Coast parents. So that's why I got East Coast in me. But that's just something different about me, right? But anyway, back to, if one person believes in you, guess what? I went on and got my GED. I got my driver's license, went and got an associate's degree, and then I graduated Park University. And then I went and decided to be a programmer analyst in the 90s when women didn't do that, right? And then I was system analyst for Sprint, back when Sprint was good to work for. Don't even start with that. But the last 24 years, I've ran my own business. But I kept doing more because somebody believed you could do more. And somebody talked about Toastmasters. I've been in Toastmasters for like 20 years. Believe it or not, I was terrified of public speaking because something that happened to me as a child. And right now I'm terrified. Can you tell? No, I'm not terrified. What did Duke say? I have a message and it's important. And if you are terrified of public speaking, God threw me on my face one time. He said, Sherry, it's not about you, it's about your message. Stop making it about yourself and humble yourself. And I'm like, no, I don't like pictures of myself. I don't like video. I don't want to. And God said, no. So stop making it about yourself when you're up on stage. Make it about others. It's your life. Imagine those possibilities. If you don't have this figured out yet, that's okay. It's a process of self-discovery. And you know what? Your mission and your vision and your purpose might change as your seasons in life change. And that's okay too. But to have one is what matters. But we need to make sure our mission, our vision, and our purpose, and what we're doing in our life, our values, principles, and morals, that needs to be aligned with that. You can't say, my mission is to make a difference in other people's life, and then I walk in a room and I just don't talk to anybody, and I be real snotty, and whatever else, right? If that's your culture, I don't even know how to be that way, but I will work on that, right, Brian? I'll work on it. But anyway, ethics and integrity, authentic and character. Be true to who you are. Somebody said there's a bunch of coaches in the room. Okay. ACA, we have a lot of financial advisors, we have a lot of real estate people. Anyway, we have all that. But you know what? You're uniquely you. So show up being the best version of you. Align your goals. We need to take action. We need to align our goals with our mission, vision, and purpose. So you need to look at your mission, your vision, and purpose for your life and your business and make sure your goals are aligned with them. And you all know about SMART goals, right? Set SMART goals around that. Now, how often do you do that? Do you literally look at your mission, vision, and purpose and then make sure your goals are being aligned with that? And then take action? So, chapter 2 of my book, you can get my book up there, but chapter 3 of my book, you can find more information. You could do the URL to find my book, or I have copies of my book with me that I would be willing to sign with you, but you can find out more about your MVP. And since Duke took more time, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys back some more time. And it was great speaking with all you, and I want to thank you all for staying. And has this not been a phenomenal conference? I almost was like, what am I going to talk about? Everybody has talked about mindset and all those other things. But remember, your mindset, your vision, purpose, and mission helps you look at that. It will keep your mindset where it needs to be going, even during a pandemic.